Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Monday, the 1st of September, 2025. An interesting streaming day. Man, let me tell you, we had some rage, and sadly, didn't get to do as much as I wanted to do on the first stream. We had some fun last-minute changes to the late stream that I think worked out well. We had technical difficulties that were very frustrating that I still can't get to the bottom of, and more. So let's talk all about that, and let's summarize today. So first off, right now, as I'm doing the daily wrap, these lights might go off behind me. Still, here we are, what, 9 months, 10 months into having this new PC? I would actually say I got it in December, right? So, yeah, we're a good about 9, 10 months of having it. Still having technical issues with certain things with this PC. Notably, the wireless keeps disconnecting and then not wanting to reconnect and then being finicky. And sadly, all of the lighting and things like this frame and other devices in my studio here connect through my wireless network. So today I'm trying to do streaming, and all of a sudden my lights are going off, and I can't get them to work. And then I get them to work, and then my capture device malfunctions, and that's suspect. Could it be because I touched the USB cable? Could it be that there actually is something wrong with the motherboard? I don't know. I mean, it seems like this is going to be an ongoing issue. Like, I actually gave up on my late stream trying to get it to work, and I played with no lights at all in the office. And then at the end, when I was going to do my, good night recap to everyone, I messed with it and it worked again. So I just don't get it. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. I do think it's a hardware issue at this point. I don't know what to do besides maybe buy a separate wireless internet adapter to get to work with it. But then again, would that even work? Because if the issue is that there's a lot of USB problems, then maybe it wouldn't work. Maybe I need to buy an internal card. But the motherboard already is a small motherboard. Could I even get a good internal card for the thing? I don't know. Anyway, it was pretty annoying, to say the least. So today I did not do a level 1 podcast in the morning. Instead, I just did a half an hour hangout session with everyone, and then we got right into Grand Theft Auto 4, which was going to be the conclusion of Niko Bellic's story, the main campaign. And then my intention was to start the Ballad of Gay Tony DLC. In fact, I thought I would have more than enough time, because not doing a podcast means I would have 3.5 to 4 hours of gameplay. And I'm like, we're definitely going to have enough time for that, right? So we start playing just a little past noon, and we do the final few missions, which actually aren't that bad. They're all right. And then basically I get to the final mission of the game. Now, I remembered from previous playthroughs and previous runs, personal runs in GTA4, the final mission is a mother bitch, okay? First there's a car chase, then there's a checkpoint, then there's combat to get inside of a building, then there's combat inside the building, then you have to do a chase on a rooftop, then you have to chase someone in a flying helicopter chase without getting blown up, then you have to land at the Liberty Island with the Statue of Liberty, and you have to chase someone while being shot at, but the whole thing is a trap. And then at the end, you finally finish all the guy. That's the end. The entire segment takes about 15 minutes. But the problem is, if you make a mistake and you die or you fail, you got to do the entire thing from the start. So guess what happened? First, I'm playing through, and I have full body armor and full ammo and everything, right? So everything's going well. And I get through the entire waves of combat and all of that, right? I get to the chopper chase. Now, here's the thing. The chopper chase puts you into the combat chopper. It's like the heavy military chopper. And they're like, oh, fire the machine guns with X, okay? So there's 2 problems with that. Number 1, you don't have to ever shoot the machine guns. It's actually just a timed segment where you chase someone. I don't know that. I don't remember that. And the game doesn't say that. The game distinctly says fire machine guns with X, but you never need to. The other problem is this controller is a little bit sensitive. This is the Xbox Elite 2 controller. So I'm flying, and as I'm firing my machine guns, my finger graces, not even pushes, but graces the Y button. Take a wild guess what that does. So that was fail number 1. And I had to do it all the way back from the start, replaying 15 minutes. So now I do it again. I go through all the gunplay. I get into the chopper. This time I complete the chopper chase, okay? Now, when you get to Liberty Island, and again, this is something I didn't remember. When you get to Liberty Island, something happens. You have to chase someone all the way to the Statue of Liberty across the island. The problem is they have 5 or 6 different guys throughout the island that are shooting at you. If you have full body armor, it's not a big deal at all. You just, ignore them or fight them and you're fine. But the problem is if you don't have body armor, you have to take them out slowly one by one or else you're going to die. Guess what? If you do that, you alert the police and now the whole island is out to get you and you're going to fail the mission. So I forgot about that. I didn't have body armor because remember, I had accidentally failed the first attempt. The second attempt, I didn't have body armor anymore. So guess what? I alert the police and the police come and shoot me and kill me. That's it for the mission. So now I got to do it again. We have now wasted over a half hour of the stream. It's time for my break. My wife got home from work. So I said to everyone, I am so frustrated. I seriously don't want to do this again. I think I'm just going to call it quits and we're not going to beat it. You already know the ending. I've already beaten this game twice on stream or, on DSPGaming. Just go watch one of those endings. So I went on break and I came back and everyone was upset with me. They're like, no, we want to see the ending. You did the whole game up to this point. You got to beat it. And I was like, all right, but understand something. This is going to take a minimum of another 15 minutes. Then there's the ending and then there's the epilogue. So this is going to be another 20, 30 minutes. There's not going to be enough time to do Ballad of Gay Tony today. Is that okay? And everyone's like, yes, that's okay. So third time's a charm. And to be honest, I wanted to be sure I beat it. So I used a cheat code to give myself body armor. That was it. I didn't make myself invincible. I still had to do it properly, but I gave myself body armor. That allowed me to go through the warehouse again, do the chase, land at Liberty Island, and this time tank it out and run past everyone without alerting the police, and I was able to finish the game. We did get the epilogue phone calls. I did talk about my final thoughts and everything. It was pretty good ending, all right? But sadly, by the time it ended, it was already almost 3:15, 3:20. Well, what are we going to do? Play Ballad of Gay Tony for 30 minutes? We won't even get through the intro mission. So we just hung out, and I did a special impromptu Q&A with viewers. That video is live on DSPGaming if you want to check it out. It's not particularly that important, but just in case you want to see what we talked about, it's live, okay? So give it a look if you want. And I'm sorry, I really wanted to do Ballad of Gay Tony today. I even made the thumbnail for the stream was Ballad of Gay Tony with mods, and we didn't get around to it, all right? But the good news now is the main campaign of GTA 4 is done, and now the 2 other streams of GTA 4 that I have set for this week will be the Ballad of Gay Tony, and I'll talk about that in a moment, okay? Now, during the stream, and I'll say this, all during the course of this last week, ever since I played Gears of War Reloaded, people have been saying, well, it's great that you're playing the multiplayer, and we do want to see more of that, but when are you doing the campaign? And then all of a sudden, every day, there'll be more people coming by saying, when are you doing the campaign of Gears? We really want to see the campaign of Gears. Please do the campaign of Gears. And I was like, damn, if I had known that, I would have just done the campaign as the premiere last week. I didn't know that so many people wanted to see me play Gears 1. Keep in mind, I've never played Gears 1. I only have done multiplayer back when I owned it on Xbox 360, so I've never seen this campaign. So I don't know what to expect or anything. And basically, so many people, again, during today's GTA stream came by and said, when are you doing the campaign? I said, you know what? If you want it, I'll give it to you. Let's just do it. Let's seriously just do the campaign tonight. And everyone's like, yeah, do it. Good. Okay. So we did an on-the-fly change, and I changed the stream around, and I announced it. I posted up on, X and also on my post tab of the channel. Hey, everyone, we're changing the late stream. We're now going to start the campaign. Okay? Now, the problem with that is that definitely not as many people who would have showed up did show up because they didn't know about the last-minute change. It was only a few hours before the stream when I made the change. So I'm sure there's some people who are going to be upset with me and be like, oh, I wanted to be there, and you didn't tell us ahead of time, so I couldn't be there. And I understand. The good news is, overall, attendance was decent. Still had over 200 people on YouTube, something like 80 people plus on Kick. So decent attendance. And support, well, let me put it this way. First hour, we made about $50. Then we immediately jumped up to 75, and then it stagnated. And I said to everyone, let's get a rallying, and we did. We had one person who tipped a bunch, and a bunch of people, well, I think it was 2 people, 3 people who did subs on Kick. And guess what? We did hit the goal. It was last minute, but we did hit the support goal for Gears of War. So I'm very happy for that because we did not hit the goal for GTA earlier in the day. We had only gotten to 120 for GTA, but I'm very happy that we hit the goal for Gears of War. Thanks to anyone who showed up. And here's the thing. I said this at the end of the videos, but I'll say it here too. If you weren't there for Gears of War, I apologize. It was a last minute change. It worked. I liking the game, and you'll see if you watch the videos at the end of part 2, I'll tell you my thoughts so far about the game. I'm excited to do more. I am enjoying myself. Oh, by the way, I'm playing it on hardcore difficulty. I'm playing it on the harder level, not the normal, but the hard difficulty, basically. It's called hardcore. That's what I'm playing it on. So it is harder and it is, more challenging, and I am dying a bunch, but I'm making progress. So I hope that you will come by when I go to play it later in the week if you couldn't make it tonight, and come by and engage, and please support the stream. Tonight we did hit the goal, but it was like last minute, couple people coming together to do it. I'd like more regulars who said they were going to be here for the campaign to come by and support on Wednesday when we play it again, okay? All right, so enjoy those videos overnight. I'm sure you'll be shocked because a lot of people weren't expecting that. That's going to be going live on DSP Gaming overnight. Tomorrow, Tuesday, the 2nd of September, there will be a Level 1 podcast. Now, people have been asking me to react to certain trailers and things recently. I'll probably be doing that on that podcast. So if you wanted to see me react to this new truck game, what's it called? Like Something King or something like that? Something Kings? Road Kings? And then there's a couple others as well. This would probably be the time for that, amongst other things, okay? We'll see what else is going on in gaming news or whatever. And then we're going to do a major stream of Suikoden 2 HD. It's been a while since I played it. Looking forward to major progress in the game and getting further in. At this point, we're like almost 10 hours in, so this will get us a good over 10 hours, and it should be a good time. And then tomorrow night on the late stream, it will be the premiere of Grand Theft Auto 4, The Ballad of Gay Tony DLC. Now, you guys hyped this DLC up a ton. You kept telling me this is what you wanted to see. You wanted me to beat the main campaign so we could get to Ballad of Gay Tony. We're finally doing it tomorrow night, all right? Please show up. Please engage. Please support. Let's make this a great, successful stream after all the suspense of this building up. Please be here tomorrow night for Ballad of Gay Tony to make it a big win. And let's get excited for when we do it, okay? I'm doing that Tuesday night and Thursday night. I'm doing Gears of War Wednesday night. So, a good amount of gameplay coming up of these games that you guys have wanted. Please show up, and let's have a good time with them, okay? All right, everyone, thank you so much. Have a good night. I'll see you in the morning. Peace out. And my lights stayed on. I can't believe it. Fingers crossed they'll work for tomorrow. Good night, everyone.